So it is pretty late at night, but I really felt like streaming because since the last time I found a lot of cool new stuff. So I'm pretty much in front of the little encampment here just to show you. So we obviously got our 12 spirits, and that gives us access, or like the full potential access of the Scorching Bolt. Scorching Bolt is really nice. It does do quite a lot of damage, like both in its normal and its charged state. But the only problem that you have with it is like it is very mana hungry. I was able to do those finally though, the Stagfather shrines. At the beginning, all those deers they like spam together, and if I like shoot a charged flame bolt in there, it actually does some nice AoE damage. So a really nice spell, um, really high damage, some nice AoE, but all by all, a little bit too mana hungry. And then I started to do my side quests. Let me quickly see if I can find the one that I did. I did this one, the last voyage, and also some general map exploration. And from that, we actually got a really nice other spell, and that is this one, Merlin Storms. So, if you see, the light cast is pretty good. Shoots a single homing projectile, and the heavy cast is actually very similar damage-wise compared to the other one, with 155 if you hit everything, and then you create like 7 bolts. So what is really nice is this is like a homing projectile, and if you hold it, you basically create 7 of those spikes. The nice thing about this is like it does good damage, also the charged version, but you see that it's a lot less mana hungry than the firebolt. Even though I do like the firebolt for its massive damage, it's still pretty mana hungry. And the nice thing about this is like even if you totally miss a target, it will look for a known target. You see? Even though you kinda miss the deer, it still looks for a known target, like there. That was a really nice example of it. So that's what I like about it. Let's see if we can quickly find another enemy or enemies so I can showcase you the charged version. You see, so that basically does the same thing. And like I said, with 155, it actually has very similar damage to the firebolt. The only reason you want to use the firebolt though is like it does like better knockback, it does better. So let's say that there would be like multiple enemies, you can do this and nearly blow them out of the park. I think I did blow them somewhere here. But you see that's the only thing that you have a little bit. Sometimes you lose whatever you are shooting at. And then from the same quest I also got this weapon. And Tide Piercer is a very nice weapon because not only does it do some really nice base damage, it also comes with a charge attack that then like shoots a water projectile. So that really suits like for a mage, having both that that really good melee and range damage, if possible. It's the same weapon. But I'm really happy that I found this one because it's a very nice alternative for this. Even though this is really nice for like groups or like to do the deers. I did do the stack father trials now. Was able to do it with the fire spell. And besides that, we can also summon wolves right now. But I still need to try out the wolves a little bit. You already know what I think of the other summons. Um, the wolves seem kinda promising though. And then last but not least, we actually found an egg. They actually put Pokemon um, into this game. And what do I mean with that? I found this questioning beast egg, and I actually need 5,000 steps to breed it out. I only need like 1,400, 1,500 more in order to breed it out, but we're working on that. I also got the last piece of the waning moon, and this one I also got, although this one I don't remember where to pick it up. I think I actually got it from another druid firm. But like that is really nice to quickly read up about it. This actually calms normal animals, like calms a target animal, making a natural neutral to you for like 120 seconds, and like a charge cast actually befriend the target animal. But this is really nice, even for bears. You could like combine this together with like a sword or something, and be like, you can hit him, he will be mad. You calm him down, you hit him. So even bears with this spell is really doable. And also combined the Battle Mage with the Waning Moon to get as much spell power as I could. But that is more than enough talking about what I pretty much changed. It is time to actually continue. So, since we don't have that much side quest anymore, I think just for like the steps, I will show you um, where I did find the egg and what might come out of the egg. We need to get like a good 1,400 steps still, so. I need to say that the build is really like shaping up a little bit, like with different things. Like this with the turns are really nice. Then here like the blots, the range words. First it had the shield, but I combined with the healing. I found it like a little better. Then here for like summons. I quickly need to see. I think there were stairs around this side. Yes. I actually did run into the guy from the beginning. He was like sitting on this rock, I believe. Here. I could like either ask him a question or asking for a relic. I did ask him for the relic that increased my health by 5. But he actually found out that we carry King Arthur with us, and he was actually not too mad about it. I mean, he was a little mad that I lied to him about it, but all by all, he was not too mad about it. But I also did like save to ask him all the questions. And he's basically a knight from the Round Table that like tries to clean up Arthur's mess. Then in there I've also found something I will do, I don't remember. Um, and here's where I found the egg, right next to this thing. So like the egg literally comes from like here. I picked it up right here. But this thing is like pretty much next to it. So like I'm not really sure of it is like of it will be like an egg because you know you have like a lot of man eaters here, and I'm not really sure if they lay eggs, but if they do lay eggs, it can be that um that's an egg from them. But if this thing comes out of the egg, like that looks like a whole different story. But like in my second playthrough, I probably do like some other stuff like I will tell him about King Arthur or I might kill him, one of the two. I'm not really sure about it yet. Oh, it's a wisp span. So so you see that those things they really do a really great job about target seeking, but to quickly show the fireball is like if you really want some damage, this is really the way to go. And that will obliterate most other enemies, but this one is particularly a little bit annoying. Let's quickly get some wolves just to test them a little bit when it comes to like a more formidable foe. The other thing that I basically have in my thing will like heal all my summons and give them an attack boost for like 10 seconds, I believe. I don't think that the wolves are doing too bad, but like I think it's still. I think that the hammer guys are still better. You see, that's the problem that you have with the fireball. Really powerful spell, but you run out of mana pretty quickly. Now to like where I got them real quick. So it's basically here at the temple. But they actually moved their treasure like down in a cave here. You cannot see it on the map here, I believe. Well, it's actually here, but it's actually underneath this rock, so you have to jump down into the sea, and you will find a little cave there. Well, the thing is, if you actually go through that, you will find a chest where you will find this in, and right after that chest, you will find like a mini boss. I believe it's like the captain that turn it like some type of a sea creature monster. And if you defeat him, he will drop this sword. I do like the sword pretty much. Like for like 20 mana, it shoots out like this projectile. Um, where did I put my? No, I didn't. I totally didn't. Like I said, I'm not fast traveling at the moment because I really want to get those steps for that egg. I'm curious what is inside of it and also what we can do with it, you know? Is it like, oh, we build it out and we just have to kill it because otherwise it kills us? Or is it like, oh, we can actually do something with it? We can have like a little demonic demon pet running after us, killing all our enemies. Something like that, I don't know. I need to say those things, they're really goddamn tanky. Um, Even though the wolves did pretty damn good, like I think that what are they called again? The green glows. I really think that the green glows. Although they're getting pretty messed up by the thing as well, but you see, once they start hammering, it actually does a really great job. You see, they actually sustain themselves pretty much. I'm just gonna make 4 summons to charge up the little thing that I have. I need to say, this thing is very similar to like things like this, um, where like it charges up. But this one in particular is really handy to charge up because you just have to do 4 summons, and then like once you like use it, it fully heals your summons, increases their attack by like 50% for 10 seconds. Combine that with attack speed and all, but you see, that's kind of why I like the green glows or whatever. I just call them the hammer guys most of the times. Like like you see, even though that the Wormspawn is a pretty formidable foe when it comes to like health and stuff, you see that like they sustain themselves pretty damn good. Might need to get one more. Okay. There we go. It's just because they drop quite a bit of eternal cobweb compared to other enemies at night. Would this be another one? No, there's just some drowners. I also like discovered one more thing that I haven't showed you, but it's actually with one of the armors that you craft for like a set or like for a mission you have to do, and that is the Drowner set. Like actually, I did discover if you wear all 3 pieces of it, and you go like underwater, that you can actually like breathe underwater. So that is actually really nice. So you see that there's no bar. Well, um, if you would remove one of the pieces, you will see that it will actually have like a breeding bar again. It it goes way slower though. That's because like what is it? It like tells you on all three pieces that like you can spend more time underwater, but like it doesn't tell you like if you have a full set that it will make you water breeds. Something I did discover by myself, but I think it's a really nice bonus. Just in case you ever have to do something underwater. It's like little secrets like that I do like about that. But that pretty much brought us to the main story. And I actually did talk to the guy at the fortress as well, and the captain we need to speak to is actually in that same temple. Um, so we kind of need to see what he has to say. But real quick, how is our egg doing? 450 steps. That is not too much anymore. Eh? We might just quickly you know, breathe out the egg first. I'm just curious what's you are you awake already? No. Awake now? No. There we go. I just need someone to like sell my stuff on. Even though it's not much. I'll also buy like one more skill point of him. It was like an item I could buy from him, consume it, and get one more skill point. Um, but for now, I just did hang on to it because I don't really have any stats requirements for any of my weapons or spells. So like I'm gonna like hold on to it just for now. Like I need one more strength for like my water sword that I'm using. So you see like all seven of them think they've kind of found the archer instead of the melee guy. And you see that like pretty much it's chrome up a bit. Just just nice. So let's just like walk a little bit back and forward here until that egg is like ready to be breed out. But that was like 5,000 steps. That's something like damn. They put Pokemon in a thing. I mean, it's not that it takes like 5,000 steps to breed out a Pokemon egg, but it was just like some minor flashbacks. The 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 nice thing about this spell, I just find like it does good damage. The charge damage is like pretty much the same as the fireball, and you don't have to aim it. Like you can just like loose aim it. You shoot it, and it will even find its targets. You see? Totally missed that one, and the arrow was like, no worries. You wanna kill that one? I got you. But like I said, for like AoE and burst, fireball, really, really nice. The just like the main reason that I like it is like it has good damage, but it's not as mana consuming as that. So like those I did, and the things like pretty much spam here. So what I did, I was like charging my fireball like this, then like press X to summon them, and then right here I did release that fireball, killing all three of them at once. I need to say one thing that I do like about this game is like you instantly see like the initial damage and like the damage that you do with it. So like the initial damage of this thing is like if you charge it is like um 76, but like with my scaling it even does like 172. So that's really nice, but the 106 mana cost is a little bit oof. But I need to say like even the normal version also does already a very nice damage without charging it. And this is actually the bear. This is actually a very uh, good moment to show you what animal does while we're still getting our steps. So like you see, you can like piss him off like that, and then you can calm him down like this, and he will literally not attack you. So then you can like attack him again, he will be mad, and you just calm him down again. Or you can charge it, and now it will not only not attack us normally. Okay. No, normally that makes them fight for you as well, but for some reason that didn't work out there. But that is normally what should happen. And I just misplayed it there, to be honest. Um, Now, like I said, I was actually like convinced that it will calm him down instantly as well, but apparently that didn't work like that. Oh, we're all the way back here. Unfortunately, just unfortunately because like our steps are like a little bit reset. Killed him before he even could like know that I was there. Amazing. But like calm animal really helps with like dealing with bears. They're not as scary anymore. There they are. I'm just like running, hoping that we'll count down the steps faster. Also for hunting those things is really, really nice. Otherwise they run away and you can barely catch them. Revenge bear. Picked up something blue, but I'm not really sure what it was. And even if you like short charge it, it already shoots out multiple bolts. So this egg doing 36 more steps. So let's go back to the little encampment, save the game, and let's see what we're actually breeding out of this egg. Um, hmm, can pretty much only cook here. Then we set our own fireplace. So was it by resting? Yes. A new friend. That's what the trophy say. Oh wait, I don't know what this little thing is. Oh, you can talk to it. You can pet it. That's nice. Feeding time. For one vegetable. Time to patch you up, little one. So you can patch it up. Hot glue. And where to write. Hmm. So it seems you can feed them multiple things. Oh, you jump over. You can also tell it to stay here, and then it will stay. And imagine that I lose it, that it's like gone, then it's like, oh shit. Um, but like, it reminds me of this thing. I mean, it's probably one of those things, eh? Later, options. You see, if you go to the DLC, you can kind of choose what they look like. You can like that's like natural. Then they look like this. Then you have like pale. Then you have like moss and moonlight. I did like the moss. It's like how they look in the DLC, you know. Can like make him look like that. Maybe we take that, and then like the how the king looks. Um, but let's actually try to feed him a few things. Eh? So what do we need? A vegetable, sage, hot glue, frost grots. I don't think I have that. Iron ore, a mandrake, vegetable. Okay, let's see. Uh, oh wait, move all crafting materials. Yes, that real quick, and then we're gonna see what we all have here. So let's feed him a lettuce. And then we need some iron ore. Yes. Um, hot glue. Where was the thing again? I think it's something white looking. Where is this? Yeah. So let's see. Vegetable, hot glue, sage. Sage we need frostbolt and mandrake. Sage I will have. The other two I'm not sure about it. Sage. Where is this sage? Yes. And let's now see if we have the other. This will take. Oh, that is there's a mandrake. Okay, cool. What was the last thing again? Um, Tell me you don't like names. I'm sometimes so bad with it. Frost quotes. Um, do we have anything that is named like that? Frost. Personally, I don't think we do have it. Mm, Wolfbane. No, we do not. Doesn't matter. We found most of the stuff. Oh, well, it. I think it did grow. Mm. Oh, I see. It like changes. Wait, so like we give him a stage, it becomes that. Hot glue, then it becomes this. Like it looks at the uh as the first thing. And like probably if you give him frost rot, then he probably turns into the other version. Hey, that's cool. If you give him iron ore, bro. Holy shit. Calm your horse. It looks like you got a horse. I wouldn't really call it a horse, but okay. If you even lose it while exploring, you can already call it back. To do so, simply open quick wheel and press. Okay. Okay. I'm not really sure how good horse riding is in this game. Like, it definitely will make exploring a little easier though. Well, that's how you get off. Good. And let's say that we lose it here and we do this. So it disappears there. Oh. Also, I see we need to give him like different things. Let's quickly reload it and try a few things out. Um, so let's start with giving him like the mandrake right off the bat. Then it turns to that. Okay. Right. If we now go to options and we change it to like, let's say moonlight, would that change? Maybe it will only change next time or so. Oh, okay, it transforms back. Let's reload one more time and his name is like Orko or something, or Corko. So we're gonna feed him this. Yeah, so his appearance is based on what you select in the options. Mm, and I think it will also change into like, oh no, then it's like small again. Hmm. Interest, interesting little thing. I'm I'm not really sure if I would be doing a lot of horse riding. I don't know, it felt a little bit clunky. Um, but still. we still have this little cute thing running after us wherever we go. So that is at least something nice. Um, just gonna change it to you know, let's actually go for the pale one. Um, so yeah, we couldn't come here before, but now we can. So like to get to that cave that I said, like basically jump off this cliff over here, and you'll get to that cave where you find the treasures of the ship. Yeah. I'm like I'm wondering, can you just like change his little appearance? Because I did like this one where he like wears a helmet. Like that is like that little knight. I wonder if he like remains like that.
We need to make a plan. Camelot will soon figure out something's not right.
Don't fret. To the Dolriada, honor matters more than life itself. We gave you our word.
But do you realize taking this temple was a terrible idea, right?
I
It's
I
just gonna
thought they were
speed
at
up
war.
Camelot's intervention.
Taking the temple was inevitable.
Why? What do you mean? Are you trying to provoke Camelot into invading? Or do you just not like the All-Mother?
We believe in the same goddess, but we call her Mater.
That doesn't answer my question. What do you want? You don't look like you're from the tribes. How did you even get in here?
Whoever he is, I cannot say he lacks courage. We do not usually take visitors, so he must have found a way to get here. Well, that seems to be a matter for the Horns of the South. I do not need to be involved. I trust you to know what should be shared, and what's best kept to yourself.
I don't know what kind of madness brought you here, flashing that pin, but my friend's right. You've got courage. So tell me, who are you, and what do you need from me? Inspiring? Don't be absurd. That's such a poor word for something so beneficial. I don't see, however, why I need to explain myself to a stranger. And not a very sharp one at that. If you're wondering why the commander of the largest garrison in the south would want to make a deal with the most powerful military force since the Age of Legends. Ha! Good luck with that. Only King Arthur can wield Excalibur. Every fool on Avalon knows that.
Well, about that.
Ah, Caradoc. Well, that changes things. I had a feeling that pin you're waving round were his. Fine. Yes, every new captain gets a set of secrets passed down from his predecessor. And yes, one of those secrets is how to touch Excalibur and survive. But nothing in life is free. You know that. Do something for me, and I might consider sharing our greatest secret with you. Galahad the Pure is breathing down my neck. And I hate it when somebody's breathing down my neck.
Galahad.
Even worse, One-Eye's
Would
men
need to
says
look up
he's
who that
already
is
set
again.
up camp at our old stronghold in the west. In theory, the Horns of the South should be on an equal footing with the Round Table. But that's just theory. In reality, they treat us like we're beneath them. They demand we supply them with food and protect the South, and all we get in return are threats that Galahad will be sent to put us in our place. I met him once. He's no knight. He's a butcher. Bloody windfucker will fly from Camelot to the Orns just to hang half of the garrison for whatever he himself will perceive as disobedience or treason. And I can assure you, there won't be any investigating when he arrives. Oh, he's got a lot on his conscience.
Well,
He
he is
leaves a trail of
quickly
fire and
giving us
blood
some backstory. I'm
everywhere
gonna
he
get a
goes.
snack.
He keeps preaching that fire purifies all. Galahad doesn't bother with politics, because he doesn't have to. But from what I've heard, even Camelot's getting tired of him. Sometimes, you've got to talk to people. No need to chase after them with a bloody torch. You'll see soon enough how fanatical he is. Galahad's the last thing the Horns of the South need right now. Don't tell me you're that naive. Do you know how he earned the title, The Pure? It's because he somehow got it into his thick skull that evil is everywhere, and the best way to deal with it is to burn it all away. So, he goes round setting everything on fire. I mean, yeah, sure, it's pure after that, because there's nothing left. Well, except for the charred corpses. But nobody in Camelot seems to care about those. My arse is purer than this guy, even after I take a huge dump. Galahad needs to die, obviously. That'll solve most of our problems. We'll just say he had an, well, unfortunate accident. I don't know, fell on a pitchfork or something, and sweep it under the rug, yeah? But then, we can continue our talks with the tribes, and by the time anyone from Camelot decides to act, it'll be too late. Well, what's wrong with that? It's him or us. If we let him snoop around here any longer, he's going to uncover our plan to protect the South. And if that happens, trust me, you'll be going. I don't see any way out of this that doesn't end in open war between Camelot and the tribes. Not to mention, half of my men will probably end up burned at the stake for treason or some other drummed-up charges. And I can't openly risk a coup. That would only make matters even more complicated.
Well,
So,
this sounds
as you
like
can
treason.
see, you're the only one who can do this. The choice is yours.
Mm-hmm.
In theory, the Horns of the South should be on an equal footing with the Round Table. In reality, they've been trying to... Yeah, it's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Just flash that pin to his guards. They'll let you in without a problem. And now, excuse me, I have things to do before the matter is settled.
So let's quickly see who he actually is. Don't know if we already have a thing about him. This was like a talking chicken that I did discover. That's the one from the druids. No. We have no idea who he is. So, I guess we will need to find out. I'm not gonna lie, I stumbled in this before I did the cave. Quickly went through it, and if you actually don't agree with it, then he will attack you plus all the berserkers over here. It's a doable fight, but oh, pity you don't stay that way. Well, that's one iron, or we never get back again. So, moral of the story: don't feed him. He's not that hungry, and he just consumes pretty much all your stuff. That's a resting spot. Um, Plus all those they will attack you as well. You know, it's not a pretty sight. Like I said, you can win if I like do all my summoning and heal them, and do more summoning and heal them. Like eventually they win, but like it's like a fight that takes 5 to 10 minutes. Those berserkers are quite tanky. And then they say that I'm crazy. Mm, I think I actually have a note somewhere that tells me what the old model shrines actually want. Uh, uh, Sometimes I kind of wish that that would just be taken out of your inventory rather than you having to go there again. Mm, Good moonshine. It's all handy to have. No wait. Also, can we not take this at all? No? Let's quickly see if we do have wood. No. I think I'm missing sage. Let's quickly check our inventory. Like I said, I think I have a note about it. Or was it roses, sage, and something else? I don't quite remember. It would be kind of handy that it would just tell you, you know, like make an offering. This is what you need. Um, mm, Wait, Eye of the Priestess, was it this one? No. Mm, Old leather. Is this one? No wait, that's from the one in jail. Almost grand, perform the following ritual and bring ways that you need to make an offering of rose, sage, and feather. Let's try that real quick, and otherwise we just move on. Um, That's already sage, roses, and feather. And normally I should have all that. Is that not considered like... Hmm. I really thought it was also considered to be like a crafting material, but apparently no. And I guess there's nothing in my... No, wait. Um, Maybe it's in the food tab rather. Okay, we're gonna have one more look. That's already in the feathers. I knew I had them. But where the hell are the roses? Rosemary, no. Ah, here they are. I was just looking for the wrong thing. I was actually looking for like an actual flower, but it's like powder to dust. So let's quickly see if that would by any chance trigger the shrine. I mean, for the rest, I have no um like no clue what else it should be. Oh, apparently it's not that. Yeah, whatever. And the berserkers, you cannot ask them because other than the tribemen, the berserkers are just standing there, and they probably look at you like, "Leave me the fuck alone." I could always take all my crafting materials and see if I have what is necessary, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm quickly curious where the fuck we need to go though. Oh, that's probably the little thing that. Yeah, okay. Um, and we need to go to not the horns of the side, but stronghold.
Someone's bound to start.
Okay, why not? If we have to go there, I don't mind going there. Oh, this place. That's where I did defeat one of the bandits.
Stop right there. Who are you? And what do you want here? Very funny. You're lucky I have to answer. We're the personal guard of Sir Galahad the Pure, a knight of the Round Table. But you won't be meeting him until you tell us why you're here. You could also leave in peace. That's what I'd recommend. It's true that this pin obliges me to take you to the knight. But did you actually earn it? Or did you just pluck it from a corpse? Well, that's for Galahad to decide. Go. But bear in mind that Galahad is not a patient man. I only hope your cause is worth his time. Otherwise, we'll be carrying you out in a sack. The door is open. You'll find Galahad inside. Try not to make him...
Well, this probably will turn into a shit show. So we might as well bring our friends along. I didn't want to fight them right away because, like, you have this one over here, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you do have quite a bit. Besides, I first want to like hear what the guy has to say. Like, I'm not so for like, oh, go kill him and like, imagine he's not too bad. Or he can do something for us. Oh, never mind. Bro looks like an undead person from the Romans.
I can hear you. Who goes there?
Are you blind?
It's shiny, sure, but you clearly have no idea what you're doing. Waving a round table pin in front of a knight of the round table? Not the smartest move. Normally, I throw you out for your arrogance and stupidity. But you're lucky. I've got a soft spot for boldness. And that pin has me curious. Where'd you get it? You mean you found Caradoc's tomb and robbed it? Interesting. And when exactly did this happen? Where did you last see him? I see. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So what do you want then? Ask them.
First gonna hear him out. They're not like directly gonna kill him.
We're going to fight the Dalrita. We're driving that rabble out of the All-Mother's temple. And when we head home, we'll put their heads on pikes at the gates of the Forlorn Swords. That way the rest of those barbarians will know Camelot is still watching over them, even if we have to protect them from themselves. Oh, so you don't know? One Eye's a traitor. He's fooled the younger tribesmen with grand promises of uniting the tribes and marching north. The Council of Elders is still loyal to us. They want no part in the war. He's just a bandit, abandoned by his own people. When his village fell, no one came to help. And One Eye, like the rat he is, ran. I'm just here to finish what I started. And when the Elders see us take down One Eye, we won't need to worry about those savages for another 600 years. At the beginning, yes. But they're primitive. They don't respect order, and they never will. Arthur gave them the Forlorn Swords, a rich land where they could govern themselves. They were supposed to watch the giants deliver iron and chase after their cousins through the tunnels, or whatever it is that tickles their fancy. But no, that wasn't enough for them. I've always thought Avalon would be better without them. Arthur probably gathered them all in one place, hoping they'd kill each other. But that didn't work, so we'll have to do this the hard way. The war's already here. It's been going on for a while. We're fighting each other in the west, and people are whispering about rebellion in the north. The last thing we need is united tribes. That's exactly why we need Camelot and the Horns of the South to be strong and united. You do know that the lighthouse of the Horns of the South works like a giant menhir, right? It's why we've ordered them to build another one to strengthen its power. As for how the Dalrita feel about the Weirdness, I don't care. I'm here to protect our people. And those tribes are in the way. That was the plan. It's my job to keep those lazy fish eaters in check. Camelotian gold flows to them, and I need to make sure they're doing something with it. But the Dalrita showing up, that made things more interesting. Their presence will bring down the South, and I don't let things fall apart on my watch. I know what people say about me. They think I'm a madman who burns everything, a butcher who hangs the innocent. I've heard it all. But I believe that only decisive action gets results. There's no room for mercy when it comes to insubordination, deserters, or heretics. It's the only way to prevent the fall of Avalon.
Hmm.
Ask.
Yeah, the questions.
The one on the left was questioning my orders. For some reason, he thought his opinions were more important than obedience in the middle of a war. They aren't. The one on the right decided Camelot wasn't paying enough, so he thought that was a good enough excuse to help himself to his comrades' pockets. It wasn't. Denunciation, like loyalty, can be valuable. The key is knowing who deserves loyalty and who needs to be reported. I appreciate you telling me, but unfortunately, you haven't told me anything I didn't already suspect.
Um, I mean, I don't want him to kill the tribes, but like, I do not entirely trust the captain either.
Well, that's fortunate, because between the two of us, I'd be the one walking away. Instead, I've got an offer you can't refuse. You'll miss out on all the fun, and I'd be grateful for your help. Trust me, having Galahad the Pure on your side is worth it. We're going to fight the Dalrita. We're driving that rabble out of the All-Mother's temple. And when we head home, we'll put their heads on pikes at the gates of the Forlorn Swords. That way the rest of those barbarians will know Camelot is still watching over them, even if we have to protect them from themselves. Oh, so you don't know? He's fooled the younger tribe. He's just... and when the...
That we already heard.
Interesting.
Let's kill him anyway. Um... Boy, that should be charged again. Would oh, you guys. They're all focusing one. Overburdened. We're gonna sell their gear, obviously, so like... we just take it all with us. Even though it's a little bit of a little run back. Quickly see what it did drop though. Inflict 70 burn on hits. Not too bad. Not that I would ever use it, but not too bad for a weapon. I mean, the thing is, the Delrita are not all that bad. From what I noticed, so like having him kill him was like, I don't know.
Prepare for battle.
But like I said, the whoa. Okay, that's a little bit unfair. Like I did heal there before they like killed me. Let's quickly look it up. Like, should you kill him? Like, I just feel that you should kill him.
No one sneaks up on me.
Okay.
We may be in for a fight.
You will be in for a fight. Quickly gonna pop some health potions. Should have. Bro, for real? What the fuck, those archers?
Remain vigilant.
I'm gonna try it one more time, but we might need to check our gear real quick, make sure that everything is pretty much loaded out. Before we do this.
No one sneaks up on me.
We're gonna load the game and we're gonna kill them first before we actually go inside, I think. It's just a little bit too much. But I'm quickly gonna see, am I that close to my... I am. Didn't think I had that much stuff on me though. No wait, that's after we... No. It is before we did fight him anyway.
Well, if with and that he's in and
So I guess now we decide with him, but not really sure what I'm gonna do yet. But apparently I'm very close to my carry capacity. And if I decide to like pretty much kill everyone here, it might be handy to just unload everything first, make sure we have space. But like I need to say the game definitely comes with like some really interesting and like hard to make choices sometimes. Because like I said, like I spent some time with like the Rita. They're not that bad. Just to save some weight, let's take it on a water gear and store that real quick. We can all we can always get it if we need it. Like all night, so there. Let's quickly see. Mm. So apparently, after reading up about it a little bit, this is a little bit like a point of no return kind of thing. like if you side with him, then you will win the favor of like Camelot, and that will go all good, and you will kind of go in that direction for the story. If you decide to kill him, you will like go with the tribes, and you will go in that um, type of story. So I'm gonna make a saved game, but like a new one here. Mhm. Uh, that's that. So we will keep that as a separate one, but we will also save it here real quick. Because I think for this playthrough I will like side with him. Um, because I think for this playthrough I will actually like help King Arthur, because that's a little bit how we started off, by like not telling the knight about him and like keeping secrets from like the south as well.
I can. It's shot. Wait, no, where'd you? You. Listen.
Although it seems that he's not really all that into him as well, so you know, like it it kind of makes sense to like
Ah, I.
to stay with him for this playthrough, and then like next playthrough that's really like the reverse. We like side with the other one. We kill this guy. We go for the try.
Well, that instead. We're going and we're that way. See you at the temple. And make sure to sharpen your sword. We're going to have some fun.
Okay. Let's see. Can we set up a campfire here? No. Um, I need to say it's like a little bit of a shit decision though. But oh well. Let's actually hear what Arthur has to say about it.
Much the same. He was a fierce warrior, determined to win at any cost. I watched him closely, and I found him too consumed by cruelty. That is why I chose Sebel and Palamedes as my closest confidants, not him. Yet this Galahad still seems devoted to Camelot and the old ways, and he remains just as fierce.
Uh, I I hoped he had a little bit more of a backstory, you know, like what was actually going down. Oh well. Hmm? Seems he already stormed through here. So she's done for. Probably the rest too. Quickly want to see if we find their bodies. Can still go in our stash. It's a little funny. You know, it feels kind of bad because you know I pretty much liked those guys. But yeah, we just have to make a choice, I guess. There's a body over there. And that's actually the chieftain.
Show me what you're made of.
So those berserkers are they're pretty fierce, to be honest.
100 men.
Now they don't look like much because we're pretty much with the whole army here, huh? But
Fear in your eyes.
that is considered stealing. Stealing. You are not. He's not stealing either. It's gonna be a little bit heavy to carry this all back to town, but
You've exceeded expectations, Whelp. Who'd have thought a nobody from nowhere would prove so useful? This had to be done. The Dalrita weren't just rebels. They were a disease, threatening everything we've built. And taking down Briadan, that was a personal pleasure. The man was a heretic, a fool, forgot his place. Well, the less you know, the better you'll sleep. Brandon and his lackeys stumbled onto something. The place that should never see the light of day. They wanted to expose it. Heresy, plain and simple. King Arthur gave everything to secure Avalon's peace. To reveal such places would spit on his memory and open the gates to chaos. And we can't have that during the war. War is about control, and preventing heresy is how we maintain it. Because he was an idiot blinded by desperation. He thought exposing it would shake the South, destroy morale, and somehow help his cause. Instead, he only doomed himself and his people. And for what? To align himself with savages? To play at power he couldn't grasp. The man was beyond redemption. Let's not test my patience. I've told you more than you need to know. Whatever it is, it stays buried. End of... Now, I'll leave this fish-sticking dump behind and return to Camelot. There's work to be done, and One Eye's revolt was just a symptom of something worse. Killing him won't stop the next rat from rising. Here, take this. My directive for appointing new captain. Tradition says I should do it in person, but frankly, I've got bigger priorities. Beargas will take over as interim captain, and Killian will handle quartermaster duties. They're the only ones in this cesspit who aren't completely out of touch with reality. When I return, I'll make it official, but I doubt anything will change. Oh, don't confuse Breaden's lunatics with the Dalrida as a whole. Camelot respects its agreements with the Council of Elders. What you saw here was just a pack of fools dreaming of taking Avalon for themselves. That dream ended today. Ah, yes. The great ritual. Here's what you need to know. There's an old gong in the sunken village. They say striking it starts the test, meant to separate the worthy from the rest. Romantic, isn't it? Reality is far less poetic. Those trials, they killed most who tried. And those who survived, well, they were changed, twisted, unnatural. Only those who endured were worthy of becoming keepers. The so-called guardians of Excalibur. But ask yourself this. If none of them are alive to tell the tale, how much of this ritual is truth and how much is just... I don't know. And I don't care. I don't have time for folk tales and the nonsense of these glorified fishermen. If you want to taste their stories, go ahead. But don't drag me into it. I'm here to fight a war, not indulge. Now, I've wasted enough time here. Stay alive if you can, or don't.
Ooh, he seems like a shit person, and I'm not gonna lie. If it was not for the case that, like, you have to choose a path, I might have just killed him. But I think that's better suited if you like suit with the, or if you like side with the other guy. Because he gave you like the pin to the south, so like, I guess you could think that he like pretty much trusted the guys of the south. And now we kinda killed some guys of it. How much overburdened are we? More than 100. I mean, we can stash some stuff away, but like, we never be able to like stash everything away. The pity is that you cannot fast travel, otherwise. But maybe you're the solution though. If he can ride me back to the horns, that would be something nice. Let's keep one of those, and the rest we all gonna sell. mandrakes again. Here they are. I do like the pale one. And that indeed will do the trick. The only thing is like, can he pretty much ride us all the way, or will we like de-transform? I will just assume that like, so long you're no. Thought I would jump, but it didn't. Oh, bro. Annoying. Let's hope we can just get on him and be off again. But he can jump. That was actually what I was trying to test. We actually found him just on time though. So it was actually good to be we played around a little bit. The question is, but I think the answer is no, you do not have Skyrim physics. I'm not gonna lie, that's the only thing that I miss a little bit. That is like the weird Skyrim physics that you can like climb a mountain with your horse somehow, or that just walking onto the mountain is like something that is doable, something you can do. And if I just actually go to this way, it actually might get me easier to the horns, and then we basically take pretty much ride this all the way to the end. But you kind of see what I mean, like horse riding or whatever you want to call this is a little bit janky. But still, I'm pretty happy that I have it right now, because otherwise it would have been a pain to get back to the city all the way there. And also, I think like with my second playthrough, I probably do like a melee build, and I think the Delvrita are like more suited for like melee builds and melee damages. So like, let's only hope that I made the right decision when it comes to like gear. There we go. Is she still awake? No. And I'll also have to wait until tomorrow. Well, let's just rest for now. Sell everything, and then we're gonna see whatever the hell we have to do. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna sell all this. Sell that. We saved one of them, and the rest we're gonna sell. Very nice.
It's nice to have a break.
Why would you want to fix it? Do you even know what it is?
Take some advice from an old man. If there's a giant, ancient statue that somebody tried to turn to dust, they must have had a good reason for it.
Well, if you put it that way, then I suppose I have to tell you the truth. Otherwise, the terror from the sea will bite me in the ass while I bathe.
Of course I can fix it. I've been doing this kind of thing since I could swing a hammer. It's a skill we pass down from master to apprentice, generation to generation. Nothing fancy, just good old blacksmithing. Obviously, though, you'd have to bring me a couple things so that I can actually do it.
I probably have them already. Just a
Why
turn
don't
of
you,
web.
oh, forget it. I don't even want to know. Just give me a moment.
Did I? Oh. You're all stuck here at the keep, but I'm
That
not.
should do it. Do whatever you need to if you're really sure about this. But please try to come back alive.
I have nothing to tell you. I could try to talk you out of it, but I'm guessing that wouldn't work.
Well, I guess we don't have much of a choice, though. Here I actually picked up the broken gong while exploring a little bit. It's good that I did buy that one extra skill points from the Dorita before killing them off. Come on. There we go. We actually found the old man that we saw at the asylum. We actually found him there. So that's that. Oh, that's the. Okay. That's probably the fish thing. And I guess he swallowed us or something. For a moment I didn't thought I had the momentum there to make that jump.
Who dares disturb my peace? You made an oath never to summon me again. Excalibur. Wait. Is it really you? You, who come from a time beyond. Show yourself before me.
Do you mean me or King
It
Arthur?
seems he speaks to me. Allow me to answer him.
Welcome, old friend.
It's probably King Arthur.
I can see that you know me, but I am a mere shadow of my true self. I don't remember you, Lord of the Seas. Forgive me.
That's what you told me, my friend. The next time we see each other, you will not remember me. But you are here now. The will and the power led you back to even in this.
Where should I look for myself? I wish to restore Avalon to its former glory. Yet, I don't...
Avalon's fate has never rested upon one person alone. Not even one as great as King Arthur. Yet here you are, trying again. Restless and eager to take the responsibility again. I salute you, my friend.
Tell me what I must do to be worthy to lead Avalon once more. I do not think I have the strength.
Your path is true. Seek wholeness, and Avalon will reveal what it needs from you. And yes, you need to touch Excalibur.
Thank you.
And you, mortal. You have given yourself to the king's service. You are worthy of a place among the keepers of the South, Arthur. Take out your sword and fear no failure. It is yours to take. It always was. I deem you worthy. The promise I gave thy mother is fulfilled, and thus our pact is ended. You know where to look for your soul. Trust yourself, and when you reach your journey's end, I trust.
Well, from what we heard, the sword should be somewhere here in the keep. It was just not like placed inside a stone like I was kinda expecting it, but hey. That's that. Let's first listen to what the king has to say, yeah?
Yes, it seems we knew each other well during the war. And this proves that I sought allies beyond our own forces. And I trusted him enough to carry the knowledge of Excalibur. This must count for something.
Just that? Oh? Okay. With max health, not really interested in that. Okay. Um, no, we have more than enough. I'm just gonna fast travel there real quick.
You've met Galahad. Why isn't he here himself? This can't be real. Galahad confirms Captain Brandon's death and calls him a traitor to the Keepers. He's named me interim captain. Me? And says he'll make it official on his next visit. His seal is here. It's undeniable. If Galahad believes I'm the one to set things right, I won't argue. Someone has to. But if he sided with the enemy, then this end was inevitable. Now it's on me to make sure the Keepers don't follow Brandon into ruin. I'll undo the lockdown. The Horns of the South will rise again. Properly. Galahad has promised reinforcements, and I'll see to rebuilding our ranks. Recruitment, training, real purpose. For the first time in years, I have hope. Not just for the Keepers, but for the South itself. Come with me. I have to let the Keepers know.
Brandon, a captain who led with grit and a sharp mind. His absence weighs on us all. But our purpose does not die with him. The Horns of the South are more than one leader, more than one name. We are a legacy, a bond that cannot be broken. We faced loss, we faced doubt, but we're still here. The Horns of the South do not falter. We endure. And today, we rise once more. We return to the roots that made us strong, to the traditions that bound us together. The Horns of the South will reclaim their honor, their purpose, and their place in these lands. Our name will mean something again. Galahad has pledged tighter bonds with Camelot. Together, we will stand stronger, and all will know that the South is shielded, its people protected. Remember your oaths. From this day forward, we stand united. With each other, with Camelot, and no threat will scatter us again. The danger from the Dalriada and the bandits has passed, and others will come as they always do. Let them. We will face them as we always have, with courage, with steel, and with unwavering loyalty. The Horns of the South do not bow. We do not break. We stand together. Now, let's show the world that we are not just surviving. We are thriving. To the South! To the Horns!
I guess he's happy with his promotion. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, well. So, this word was here and I never noticed. Well. Oops. We're in this place again.
I am his will, the fire that bends the world to his command. I am the blade that shapes kings and shatters tyrants.
I need to say, like the design of Excalibur in this game is really cool. I like it.
Enough,
Oh.
Merlin. You can't keep throwing lives into this abyss. These experiments, they're destroying what remains of us.
Destroying us? They're what's keeping us alive. Do you think the Four Dwellers will stop for pity or mercy? Every soul we lose here saves 10 more on the battlefield. You told me to do this. You sanctioned this. And I'm close to getting it right. I know it.
No, we can't justify this. There's no victory worth such a cost.
You know full well, Arthur, that this isn't about victory. It's about survival. If we don't push these boundaries, there will be no future for your kingdom, for Avalon. You dream of peace, but without victory, there will be no peace to dream of. The path ahead is brutal, but if we relent now, we lose everything.
And yet we keep losing people and gaining nothing in return. We must change the path.
They volunteered for this.
They volunteered to save our kingdom. And you've gotten no closer to doing it. Their sacrifices cannot be in vain, Merlin. Find another way. Use your mind, your wisdom. Leave this slaughterhouse you've created behind.
A different way. That will take time. And resources we may not have. The enemy won't wait.
They will if I make them. Whatever it takes, I will buy you that time. Find me a weapon that wins this war without annihilating what we fight to protect.
Whatever it takes.
Yes. Let it be known that it was my decision, and I will bear the consequences of it.
Oh no, my king. People can never know. It was all my idea, and you knew nothing about it. All of us have our role to play. You are the leader, and they need to love you. If we win, you need to become more than a man. You need to become a symbol.
It seems that they have some things going on. The hollow blade. Lay your hands on Excalibur. I feel the weight of a forgotten legacy. Okay. So can we talk to him here? No.
Now, I remember. Before you judge me, it all seems so obvious now, doesn't it? The right thing to do. It wasn't back then, and you can trust me on that. We were on the brink of losing the war, and wars aren't won with wishful thinking. There was no clean path, no noble answer. Only the weight of reality pressing down on our necks. Something had to be done, or everything we fought for would have been in vain. And in the end, the ones who stepped forward, who chose to pay the price, made it possible. And their deaths gave Merlin the knowledge he needed to finish his work. To find something that could really turn the tide in our favor. Justified? No. Justification is for those who have the luxury of doubt. And I had a kingdom to save. They were brave men who volunteered their lives, just as they did every time we rode onto the battlefield. The difference was that if Merlin succeeded, one man's sacrifice could have saved us all, could have ended the war before more blood was spilled. If sacrificing a few meant the survival of all, then there was no choice at all. Maybe they never saw justice. Maybe their real stories were erased from history. Call it cruelty. Call it madness. But if I'd done nothing, there would be no Avalon left to argue over. But the kingdom still stands. The people live. And that has to mean something. I did. But this wasn't about pride. It wasn't about saving face. It was about survival. The truth about all this would have broken my people. I couldn't allow that. And a king doesn't get to flinch. If that meant carrying the weight alone, so be it. I would make that choice again if I had to. I told him to stop the experiments on our men, but to keep going. And he did. He started experimenting on the Four Dwellers, the enemy. If their bodies could be broken down, their power turned against them, wasn't that their own doing? Wasn't that fair? So he figured out how to twist the Four Dwellers' power into something we could wield. I told him to conquer the weirdness. And in the end, he did. He found a way to make me stronger. Stronger than any man had the right to be. It wasn't just magic. It was something deeper, older. A force that reshaped me. And with it, we won. The war ended. Avalon was ours. The bloodshed stopped, the banners were raised, and the kingdom stood safe. That's the question, isn't it? All those lives we sacrificed. Loyal souls, ready to pay the ultimate price for what we fought for. I grieved them all. I carried them with me at every step. Their memory a weight on my conscience, but it was for them that we pressed on. Because otherwise, their deaths would have been in vain. And that, I could never accept.
Yeah, quite the story. Mm. So do you now have this word?
You've seen something you wish you hadn't. Another piece of the king's soul reclaimed, right? What did it show you this time? Merlin. Ah, Merlin and his obsession with the weirdness. The king thought it could save us. Merlin thought it could be controlled. Together, they were willing to tear the world apart to win. I was a prototype for Merlin's latest idea, immortality. One of a long line of the king's loyal pawns. Used and discarded when they found a better way. When they decided to go even deeper into their madness. And turn our king into a monster. Fight back. Against who? Merlin? The king? You don't fight gods when you're just a pawn on their board. You endure. You wait. And when the time comes, you either break, or you're left to clean up them. That's what I do. Even if he didn't, he should have. He was desperate to win. And desperation doesn't leave room for conscience. Every scream, every scar. Even if he didn't see it, he allowed it. That's as good as approving it. The monsters, the weirdness, the chaos. All of it leads back to them. We're left in the ruins of their grand plans, trying to uphold their ideals. Fighting for what never was. It's time to bury all these fairy tales in a well-deserved grave. And that's what I do. Of course he'd say that. There's always a scapegoat and a convenient excuse for men like him. But it doesn't absolve him. Not when he was the one who unleashed this madness on all of us. He wanted victory, no matter the cost. And when you want something that badly, you stop looking too closely at what's being done in your name. And, after all, who said we were supposed to win this war? Who said we were supposed to survive? You've seen what they did, what he did. And that's not the end of the story. It's not the extent of their sins. Find the pieces of his soul. Put him back together, if that's what it takes. And then we, or I alone, if you decide to defy me, can end the cycle. Either way, we will get to his resurrection. I've seen it too many times to believe the cycle will be broken before it happens. But know this. Once he's whole, Arthur's power, his mistakes, and his madness will all return. And when that moment comes, I'll be there. Whether to stand with you, or step over you. The choice is yours. Just remember that when that happens, and you stand by his side, there won't be room for both of you. You cannot kill me, and I don't want to kill you. But if you want to fight me now, I'll grant your wish. That's the least I can do. I'll test your mettle. Prepare yourself for a true challenge. I don't back down. That's enough. You win. This changes absolutely nothing, but I hope you at least feel better about your... If you want the next piece, head to Kunacht. The Menhir there is failing, and the weirdness is swallowing what's left of the village. You will need to find another artifact. The shield that was given to Palamedes by the king. He was one of the king's finest. A voice of reason amidst the madness. But it didn't save him or his legacy from what they had coming. Find the shield. And then, well, we will meet again. We'll see if your perspective changes.
There's a king's sword. Full damage. I think I go for less damage. Two attribute points, but for now we will leave them.
It was supposed to be a reminder. The sword was never just steel. It was a symbol of what we stood for. Strength, justice, the will to carve a path forward. A weapon, yes, but also a promise. I wanted them to remember, to fight for those ideals, to uphold them, even when I was gone, even when there was no king left to lead them. Merlin saw Avalon for what it was long before the rest of us. He told me that Tintagel wouldn't hold, not forever. That the weirdness would gnaw at our walls, at our minds, at our very bones, until nothing human remained. But he still fought to map a way forward, to carve some sense into this land. And in the end, the land swallowed him whole anyway. We were losing the battle at Tuathan's mouth. Our last push before the weirdness took the field. Merlin was with us, bleeding, exhausted, but still weaving his spells. Then it came. Not a beast, not a man, not something we ever had words for. A shadow, wearing 1,000 torn banners, moving like it had no shape of its own. Merlin raised his staff, spoke a name I didn't recognize. And then he was gone. Not killed, not struck down, just gone.
Interesting. I kind of wish that we could have used this thing, but looking at the size of it, I kind of get why we can get it. See, it's a little bit oversized for us. It's still a pity though. Like, I want that. so I'm not sure, but I think now we're pretty much done in chapter 1, and I guess we now go here or there, one of the two, and then we go to chapter 2. But however, that will not be for now. It's like 2:25. It's a little late. It didn't freeze this time, but they also released like a little update. I wonder if that has something to do with it. But yeah, then next time we will be going into what I think will be chapter 2.